The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
Hi, it's Chad from the Liquor Booth, wishing you a festive holiday season. Check out our large selection of bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. The Liquor Booth, 3520 Broadway, Quincy. We have all the holiday spirits you need.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad, and joining me today is Kelsey Pig with the Historical Society of Quincy and Adams County. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course. So the Historical Society, I know the John Wood Mansion, and I think a lot of people probably equate that with what you all do. So you're a board member, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
I want to be sure I get that mentioned. Okay, so I know the John Wood Mansion, and it's, of course, beautiful, and there's always events going on there. And I have done something in, the candlelight tour that we're about to talk about in the past with my grandma. It was one of our traditions during the holiday season. But what else does the Historical Society tackle? What do you guys do?
Oh my goodness, we do so many things. We have quarterly, we have a magazine that comes out for our members called the Governor's Post, and that's the best way probably to keep abreast of everything that we're doing at the Historical Society. But we have lectures. We bring in authors, professors to speak on certain historical topics.
Okay.
We have the Woodland Cemetery tours.
Very
Most
cool.
people probably know us from that because those sell out every year.
Yeah, I've done that before. That was really, really neat. Definitely recommend.
We also have the History Museum on the Square. Currently, our exhibit is the Golden Age of Quincy in the main exhibit room. But we'll be working on a new one, Roaring Twenties. Prohibition exhibit coming out in the spring, which is going to be really cool.
That's very cool.
So we do a lot of different stuff.
All in the name of preserving the history of Quincy and Adams County.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So as I mentioned before, one of the things that I remember, as a child going with my grandma to the John Wood Mansion, which is it's 12th and
12th and
State. Yeah. Which, of course, like I said, is beautiful. But one of the things that we did during the holidays, we did go on the candlelight tour. Those have been going on for a really, really long time, right? Not to out myself and my age, but
no, they have. And honestly, they're one of Quincy's most beautiful traditions.
Yeah.
Our staff, they go in there and they do a gorgeous job, decking the halls for
sure.
Christmas. Everything is lit up with, electric candlelight now, but everything is lit up by candlelight, and so you never really get a chance to experience the John Wood Mansion quite like this.
Right.
So it's a beautiful way to come and ring in the holiday season.
Yeah, and get to tour. Do you know how old that house is? Do you know?
1835.
Okay.
Yeah. So our guests for the candlelight tours, you start in the visitor center across the alley.
Okay.
So you check in. We have a newly renovated members lounge thanks to a wonderful anonymous donor. So they'll get some cookies and coffee in there and have some time to have some nice family time next to a fireplace. And then they'll come over, and Mrs. Wood will actually tell you the story of the mansion as soon as you get in. So she'll talk about John Wood and all of the resources that he put into the mansion, the workers that he brought up to help build that.
Yeah.
So 1835 is when they started construction. They lived in just a simple log cabin before that.
Which is there on the grounds as well? Is that the same cabin?
That's
or is
not the same cabin.
Okay.
It is a log cabin, but it's not the same one.
Okay.
Right. And actually, the John Wood Mansion was built about a block west from where it is now.
I do remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So in the next room from Mrs. Wood, you'll meet Daniel Wood. Now, whenever John Wood built the octagonal mansion on the grounds of where he had his original John Wood Mansion, they moved it across the street to where it is today. And then he built the octagonal mansion there.
Okay.
So Daniel Wood took over the house whenever the octagonal mansion was built, which is obviously no longer there, unfortunately. So Daniel will tell a little bit about his time in the house and his family's time there.
Well, it sounds like, because I have a lot of questions that I want to ask, but I don't want you to spoil anything. So it sounds like I need to go. And I think my kiddos would probably like to experience that too.
And actually the coolest thing that Daniel has to talk about is an artifact. It's his grandfather. So he's named after his grandfather, Dr. Daniel Wood.
Okay.
And he started training as a medical apprentice when he was about 14 years old.
Wow.
Yep. Right.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Times have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
So he started training as a medical apprentice then. So we've got his medical journal there where he was writing in both Latin and German. So very highly educated.
Wow. Yeah.
But he carried that with him his entire life. So it's not just And what I think is the coolest thing about it, it's not just a piece of Wood family history,
Right.
Because Dr. Daniel Wood was a physician with a New York regiment in the American Revolutionary War.
Wow.
So he was with Washington whenever they crossed the Delaware.
Okay.
And then he was at Valley Forge, and this little journal was with him the whole time.
Captures it all.
Yeah.
That
it's
would be
kind of amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
It's amazing to see.
Very cool. So people can go and see this, right? And hear
Right.
this experience
story.
and hear the
And-
stories. And it's all, in the name of the holiday spirit and kind of
Yes.
you do play like, holiday music and it kind of, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so after you meet Daniel, then you get to meet our musicians. So in the dining area, we've got this next week on Friday, we've got the Eventide Singers, which is a group of local musicians, choral musicians put together by Jerry Wagner. So they'll sing some Christmas carols for you.
See, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. And then we have on Saturday night, we've got the Javot School of Music cellists. Their violinists were with us this past weekend, but their cellists also phenomenal, playing traditional Christmas music. And then the 23rd, we have singer-songwriter Logan Kammerer.
Love him. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always a wonderful chance to hear him sing.
Sure.
And then on the 26th, we have something really special, and that is Dave Herman and John Basinger playing on strings,
Okay.
but Rhonda Basinger is going to be playing on our mansion's organ
Very
and our
cool.
antique keyboard. So if you've gone through before, if you've seen those pieces, this is a wonderful opportunity to hear them actually
Come and
played.
listen to him
Yeah.
play. That's amazing. And it's
Yeah.
all free. Is that
It's
right?
all free. And that is incredible. Thanks to
Yeah.
a donation from the Hal and Kathy Oakley family, we are
perfect.
able to provide this for free. But we do ask that people RSVP.
Sure,
Because
sure.
the mansion itself, it's not gigantic. So
Yeah,
we can't
yeah,
take
yeah.
like 50 people through at once.
Right.
So,
You don't want people standing outside. I'm sure it's going to be chilly.
exactly.
But that
So
makes
give us a
sense.
call, 217-222-1835. We can get your tickets reserved.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then, so aside from Anonymous, or, the Oakleys who
Mm-hmm.
donate so graciously, do you take donations from, do you?
Yes.
Okay. And then in the
Yes.
form of just like cash or time donations. And then also you have an awesome gift shop, right?
We do.
Okay.
So we have downtown, the History Museum on the Square. We've got a new gift shop manager, Carolyn Campbell, and
Okay.
she's doing a phenomenal job transforming that gift shop. So we've got the things you would expect. We've got the Quincy mugs and we've got the Quincy apparel with old time breweries on them and
cool.
things of that nature.
Yeah.
But she's also bringing in local vendors. So we've got hot chocolate bombs, and we also have dried bunches of lavender and
perfect.
custom jewelry and beautiful things in there that you can purchase for the holiday season for your loved ones and
Yeah,
really
either
do something
who
special.
live in Quincy because
Yeah.
I'm a Quincy girl through and through, and but I have family elsewhere who I like to send Quincy merch, Quincy swag too.
Yeah.
So this
Quincy
might be
swag is always nice.
yeah. So it might
Yeah.
be kind of neat. But yeah, aside from the gift shop, which of course sounds awesome, I'm going to have to visit the candlelight tours. So they start when they start.
They start at 5 p.m.
Okay.
So 5 to 7, and they go every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that starts, it's already happening now, or it's what are the dates for the tours?
16th and 17th.
Okay.
So this Friday and Saturday, and
Okay.
then the 23rd and the 26th.
Perfect.
So we only have 4 left.
Yeah. So get on it,
get
make your
tickets
reservations.
now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be, I think I'm going to take my girls because I didn't think about it. I haven't thought about it for a long time. Shame on me. But maybe I'll bring it back and create a new
such
tradition.
Lovely, and whenever I went this past weekend, there were really itty bitty ones
Yeah.
there too, who just, it's kind of a magical thing to see,
Sure.
with the mansion all lit in beautiful Christmas lights. So
yeah. And not
kinda
just that,
loving
but
it.
give them a little bit of Quincy history as well. So
Yeah. And people come from all over for this too. I met a couple from Chicago that drove 4 hours to see the candlelight
Oh,
tour
wow.
on Saturday.
Very
so
cool.
You really get a good group of people going through.
That
It's a
is
good,
great.
good experience.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
perfect for the holidays. So,
Yeah.
well, good luck, and hopefully I'll see
Thank
you.
you.
We'll get signed up and make sure to get your reservations in. And look
Thank
forward
you.
to it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Coming up, we'll talk to Pam Potter with the Quincy Park Band. Stay tuned.
Dazzle your friends and family this holiday season and do it right with beautiful furniture and stunning accessories from Harvey's Furniture. And happy holidays from all of us at Harvey's Furniture. Harvey's Furniture, our home, your home.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Quincy Warehouse Bargains is your Quincy home improvement store. It's the only store of its kind in the Quincy area. We offer flooring, mattresses, area rugs, dining sets, couches, appliances, and much more. And have more products to come so we can better serve the Quincy and tri-state community. Our staff is ready to help you find what you need to make your house a home. Quincy Warehouse Bargains, 4100 North 24th Street, Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now is Pam Potter with the Quincy Park Band. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. So you have something great coming up, which is a fantastic Christmas concert, right?
It's our annual Christmas concert, yes.
Okay.
We get to play indoors and not out in the park.
Right, which is going to be very nice, especially this time
Yes.
of year. We do want to mention this is the first performance since the passing of Keith Wiemelt,
Yes.
who was the previous conductor,
Yes,
correct?
very great loss,
Yes,
yes.
very, very much so. And you had mentioned that you were a conductor before
Yes.
Mr. Wiemelt, and now you're coming back to kind of step in and help
Yes,
kind of carry things forward. How many years have you been doing this?
Well, I've been in the band for almost 60 years.
Wow.
I started in high school. Carl Landrum started having me play in high school, as he did many young people
Yeah.
throughout his career doing the band, and we followed in that way. And so some students started in high school or in college.
I saw that.
and,
That's
carry on.
insane. So you have members in the park band, and we'll get back to the Christmas concert because that is definitely going to be something you don't want to miss. But the Quincy Park Band is comprised of people of all ages, and they're all, of course, great musicians. But I saw that it ranges in age from 16 to 80-ish.
That's correct.
That
That's
is
right.
That is insane to me. I mean, so how do you find, or how does someone come to be a member of the Quincy Park Band?
Well, a lot of the band directors are members in the entire area.
Okay.
And have been for many years. And of course, they prime these students to teach them and recommend that they play.
There is some amazing talent. I know I've heard the Quincy Park Band in Madison Park quite a few times, which it's always great, and it's always free, right? So it's always, when people are like, "There's nothing to do in Quincy," I'm like, "Shame on you. There's always something to do. You just have to look for it, right?"
We have
But
wonderful concert sponsors.
Yes.
That's how we're able to do this.
that is awesome. Do you want to mention any of them, or you want to?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, you go for it.
Well, Jeff Shooking from Shooking's Menswear
Okay,
is sponsoring this Christmas concert.
perfect.
And he also sponsors the 4th of July concert.
Okay,
And then other summer concert sponsors include the Exchange Club. They do the Flag Day
oh, perfect.
concert,
Yeah,
yes, and
yeah.
hand out flags to the audience.
Very
and
cool.
It's really, really neat.
Yeah.
And First Bankers Trust and the Quincy Herald Wig
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
and Refreshment Services Pepsi.
And they do great sponsors. I know that they sponsor a lot
They've
of
been
things.
long-time
Yeah,
sponsors,
that's
yes.
great.
Uh-huh.
And it's because of them, and of course all of the amazing performers, and you as the conductor emeritus. Did I say that right? Okay. And she got that title because she has been doing it for so long and is of course amazing. So you definitely want to go see one of these concerts. And if you haven't been yet, the Christmas concert that's coming up is going to be the perfect opportunity. So let's just mention real quick. Okay. So it's Sunday, December 18th. So it's coming right up.
Yes.
It is a free concert, but you're asking for
for a perishable food item for the Salvation Army.
Which everybody
Food
can,
bank.
everybody can bring one of those, I would think. That's, and would do some great good for the local food pantry, of course. And in return, you get to hear some amazing music, of course, conducted by Pam Potter and, how do I say,
Alan Knaus.
Alan Knaus. I didn't want to butcher his name, but and it is, again, a free concert, and it's at the Kroc Center in the Worship Theater.
Yes.
Which is that facility is amazing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And we're very fortunate to have it.
That
To have
is
the entire facility. Yes.
That's great. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, how many? So you have a couple songs, which I love to see that in memory of the director Keith Weemelt, which is definitely going to bring some tears to the eyes, I'm
yes,
sure. But
it'll be mixed emotions beginning that concert.
Yeah.
We'll start with those dedicated to in the memory to Keith, and then followed by our Christmas program.
which is going
Get
to be
everybody in the Christmas mood.
And the Christmas music anyway. Also, it always brings about just all kinds of feelings, goosebumps and nostalgia and memories galore. And
Right, a lot of memories.
Yeah, so it's always nice to get out and kind of get in your feels, especially this time of year, right? So I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity to do that. Again, Quincy Park Band Christmas concert Sunday, December 18th at 3 p.m. And that is at the Kroc Center in the Worship Theater.
Yes.
I'll be looking forward to that. It sounds like it's a perfect way to get you in the holiday spirit if you're not there yet.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah.
Definitely.
And again, it's going to be indoors, so that's amazing. And all for just a perishable food item or two, right? That's amazing. Well, thank you to the great sponsors, and thank you for coming on and joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of
we
course.
look forward to everyone coming on Sunday. And
they don't have to RSVP or anything, right? They just come and...
No, just come.
Okay, come and enjoy. Excellent. Well, there you go. Don't miss out on the Quincy Park Band's Christmas concert coming up December 18th. Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. That's it for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more Daily Muddy.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.